In this video, we're going to have a look at a new way of getting clients for your email marketing business through using daily deal sites such as Groupon and Living Social. Now, the first thing I need to say is that this is not a method that I have tried myself. It's an idea that came about from a post made by an existing student who talked about Groupon in particular. But I do think that there is massive potential for this method. It's a method that makes sense, I think, for you. It certainly makes sense for me, and will definitely make sense to the potential clients because, as I'll show you in just a second, a lot of people using Groupon, as in the businesses using Groupon, struggle to make a profit from it, and we can show them how they can do that. And so hopefully it's an idea you will like the look of and you will want to use to go out and get yourself some extra clients. We're going to start by looking at one of the deal sites and looking at why these offers generally don't work for the business themselves. So let's go over now to an offer on Groupon. So here is an offer on Groupon. It's for a restaurant in my local area. So I'm in the UK, so it is actually in pounds here, but this £19, that's roughly $30. So we'll work on that when we're doing our figures in a second. But what you can see here is that this is for a 2-course Sunday lunch for 2 people. There is an option for 4 people as well, but we'll just work with the offer for 2 people just to look at the figures. So this is a 2-course Sunday lunch for 2 people, and there's 50% off the normal price. The great thing about these daily deal sites is for the end customer, they do get really good deals. I mean, here, for example, this is a meal that you would pay £38, which is roughly $60 for, but you're getting it for £19, so roughly $30. But let's have a look at some figures now and see whether this would be a good deal or not for the business themselves. So let's have a look at some figures for our sample offer and see how this would work out for the restaurant. So we're saying that the normal cost of this meal would be $60, but on the deal site there's 50% off, and so the customer pays $30 for this deal. Of this $30 paid by the diner, usually around 50% is kept as a commission by the deal company. So half of that money that is being paid by the diner is just kept by the company who produced the daily deal site. And 50% is only an approximate figure. I've definitely heard of as high as 75 or 80% being kept by the deal company themselves. So in our example, $30 is being paid by the diner, $15 of this is going to the deal company. So this therefore leaves $15 for the restaurant. And of course, for this $15, the restaurant has to provide a 2-course meal for 2 people. I'm sure you can see that from that, there's not going to be much profit there, if any. So after looking at those figures, you may be wondering why any restaurant or why any business would go on Groupon if they're not going to make a profit. Well, the way this is explained to the restaurant by the Daily Deal Company is as follows, and that is that they will make a profit in one of several ways. The main one being to upsell the customer on the day. So for example, with the example we looked at here, this is a 2-course Sunday lunch. So when the people come in for this meal, you can upsell the dessert. And so that would obviously be sold at your normal price, and that is how you would make some profit. Alternatively, you expect that when people come in for a meal, they will also buy drinks. So if you're selling them wine or beer or whatever it may be, then again you would make profits there. But I'm sure you can see that if you've virtually given away the majority of the meal, there's obviously a limited amount of profit that you could make by selling drinks and just the one extra course. The other thing that would be explained to the restaurant as how they would make their profit is that the daily deal is a way of getting new people to come to their restaurant or to their business and try it for the first time. And if they then like that business, like that restaurant, like the food, they will then come back again and again. And obviously when they come back, they will then pay the normal price. And that is very true. That can happen. But obviously what also could happen sometimes is there are people that will use Groupon all the time and will just look at their local area for Groupon deals and will just go to whatever restaurant is advertising on Groupon at the time. And so they wouldn't necessarily go back to the same restaurant until they have their next Groupon deal. Now, don't get me wrong, these type of daily deal sites can provide a good return and can provide a profit for the restaurant that uses them. But I definitely know of a lot of restaurants that I've spoken to who have tried this once, they've not really made it pay, and they've not done it again. I've spoken to other restaurants that have tried it several times, different types of offers, and have actually not made any profit at all, or have even made a loss for doing their daily deal. So after all that looking at exactly what the deals are and why sometimes they can be difficult for the business to make a profit, let's have a look now at how we can help and how we can help a restaurant or another business to actually make a lot more profit from their daily deal. I'm going to quickly look at two examples. One is the one we've already got open, which is on Groupon. I'm going to look at another one which is on another daily deal site called Living Social. Now those are the two I'm going to focus on, but you could do this for people who are advertising on any of the daily deal sites. So you could just do a search in Google, or there may be some that you know of in your country or your area, and you can check out on those too and see if there are potential prospects for you and potential clients for you on that site. So let's have a look quickly at this Groupon one. And the reason we can help here is if you look at any Groupon deal, this is one here, as we see, for the White Lion. Now, down the page in the information here, there is always a link to the company website. And a lot of people, if they're looking for a deal and deciding whether to take this deal, they want to know whether this restaurant is any good. And one of the things they'll do is actually click here to go to the company website. So let's do that and see what we get. And here we are, we've arrived on the website of that restaurant. And so this is linked, as I say, from every single Groupon offer. If the company has a website, there will be the link through to their website within their offer. So what you can be sure of is that a large percentage of the people who decide to take this Groupon offer, and also an even larger percentage of people who change their mind and don't take the offer, will click through that link to come and have a look at the website. So you've got a lot of people, whether they've spent money with Groupon or not, will still click through and come to this website. So I'm sure you're already getting the idea of how this could fit into your business model with your prize draws. What if, when they first got to this page, there was a big banner here, like this company has got banners, you see, this is their beer, there's some desserts here, there was a big banner offer here for their Valentine's Day offer. But what if there was a big banner here, and this could be an image, it could just be some text with a link that says, free prize draw, win a meal for two at our restaurant, and it has some good images on there, exactly how you've done it normally within the business and within the course so far. So if the restaurant did that and had a big banner here, how many people do you think would actually come through and enter the prize draw? Now bear in mind, these are people on a daily deal site. They're obviously looking to get a deal already. And we're actually saying to them, we could give you a meal for free. So I would suggest that a lot of those people, and bear in mind, these are people that are either going to take the daily deal or possibly not. It doesn't matter to us. But You could build a massive email list from the Groupon deal for this restaurant. The great thing about Groupon deals is they get hundreds or thousands of people looking at them. A lot of those people will click through. They could be joining your prize draw, building a large email list for the restaurant, and also obviously providing a good income for you because you'll be selling this service to the restaurant. So, do you think that gives you some good potential there for additional clients for your email marketing business? It's also worth noting while we're on this website that even though this restaurant has got a good looking website, there is no mention on here, as far as I can see, of a newsletter. And so you're actually setting this service up for them, and their newsletter is going to be another great way of them making an income and making extra sales of food and drink within their restaurant. Let's also very quickly have a look at a similar offer, but this is on Living Social. And here, this is another restaurant called the Local Pantry. Now this time they are offering for £19, so about $30. They're offering a 3-course lunch with a glass of wine for 2 people for £19. Now here, they've obviously got even less chance of upselling on the day because it's a 3-course lunch, so all of the courses anybody would want, and a glass of wine is included as well. So unless they can upsell a further glass of wine or further drinks, they're not going to be able to sell anything else on the day. They would just have to hope they can tempt the people into coming back to their restaurant again. With Living Social, they make it even easier for people to click through and see the website, because as soon as a description starts here, and I've checked this on quite a few, there is a link that says what's on offer in this deal from the Local Pantry. If we click on that, again, it takes us straight through to the website of this company. And again, you could do exactly the same thing here. There could be a big bit of blurb, a big image for the prize draw, straight away on that page there. Again, Living Social get massive amounts of traffic to their offers. And so you can see that lots and lots of people will click on this link, come to this page. Whether they end up buying the deal or not is irrelevant to us. Obviously, it would be good for the business because they want people to buy that. But as long as they click through the link and come to here, the business could then be tempting them to join the prize draw, to enter the prize draw, to build their newsletter list, and give this business, the Local Pantry Shop and Cafe in this case, but give them a chance of emailing them in the future and getting them back for more meals, to buy things in there, what looks like a really good shop of meat counter and greengrocery, deli counter, etc. So again, I hope you can see that's a great way of us finding potential customers and offering them a service that will really enhance the deal that they are getting, or the daily deal that they are setting on either Living Social, Groupon, or any of the daily deal sites. So that's it for this video. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to go about finding these offers.